Now, this Pinocchio movie, a lot better than Disney's recent live-action remake. At least from an adult's point of view, I mean, the Disney movie with Tom Hanks, I mean, it's good for kids. It's great for kids. Just not really for me as an adult. Guillermo Del Toro's Pinocchio on Netflix, I think, is fantastic. It has an absolutely amazing voice cast. So many that I had to write it down. Ewan McGregor, David Bradley, Christoph Waltz, Tilda Swinton, Ron Perlman, Finn Wolfhard, Kate Blanchett, who just voices a monkey. That's what she does. John Turturro, Tim Blake Nelson, and the voice of Pinocchio himself, Gregory Mann. It's an absolutely stunning voice cast, and everybody is absolutely fantastic. Del Toro's version of Pinocchio, it delves a little more into the darkness of the original tale. Now, it doesn't go completely into it, because this version tells its own story. Like Pleasure Island, gone. No Pleasure Island. In its place is like a training camp for kids, Italian kids, basically the Italian version of the Nazi youth, because this movie takes place during World War II. There's even Nazis, but they're not specifically named. But we very much see the Nazi salute, so they're Nazis. And unlike the Disney version, where, you know, Geppetto's original son, his real son, like, dies of sickness, he, spoiler alerts, so fast forward a couple of seconds, he's blown up. And in a drunken moment of grief, that's how he carves out Pinocchio, crudely carves him out, as you can see from pictures of the movie, or if you've seen it when it was briefly in theaters, or when it was released on Netflix this weekend. This also delves into Pinocchio's immortality as a puppet, though he does sort of become a real boy by the end of the movie. He's still a puppet. And it really gets into how Pinocchio really is a child. He is an immature child. You know, he doesn't know anything. And the way it goes about it is in a very immature fashion, but it fits it extremely well. And Gregory Mann does it fantastically. And in typical Del Toro fashion, the fairy that brings Pinocchio to life, and death, because Pinocchio does die a few times and he comes back to life, hence the immortality comment. So the fairy and death, both voiced by Tilda Swinton, they are straight out of Pan's Labyrinth. This movie is about grief. It's about being yourself, and it melds it together into what I think is a masterpiece. And let's not forget the animation, stop motion animation, which I absolutely love stop motion animation. It's not a dead art, it's not a dying art, because we do still see it, but it's an underappreciated art. And Del Toro and his crew, it's gorgeous. This movie is gorgeous. At the end of the day, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio is an absolutely amazing film. The voice cast is amazing. The animation, amazing. The direction, amazing. I mean, Del Toro knows what he's doing when it comes to shit like this. And it's great to see him get some leeway with Netflix. Not only with this, but with also his Cabinet of Curiosities. You know, even though he didn't direct any of the episodes, you know, he was still in charge. And it's great to see Pinocchio go a little darker. You know, not as dark as the original story, but still in terms can compare to the more popular Disney movie, the animated version, and the one that was released on Disney Plus earlier this year. It's a whole hell of a lot darker than those. I give Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, I give it an A.
Did you enjoy the review? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get notified when more reviews go live. Feel free to leave a comment to discuss your thoughts on the movie or show, and I will see you next time.